welcome, what you're excited about Google Wallet, what's happening. And since we're live, I have another question for you, just for the fun part. I recently changed my haircut. My kids are okay with it. My wife hates it. So please tell me what you think about it. Just compare it with the previous live streams that we had, and you can get some sense. Okay? So let's see if it's good enough for me to stay like this live with you. And we've been doing a lot of stuffs in the digital wallet space, and of course, Google Wallet is always bringing you new features. And today we're going to be talking about value-added opportunities, which means it's another way, another interesting way for you to engage with your users. So if your user has a loyalty card, wouldn't it be so nice? We already seen like how can you add automatically add passes to your users. They have a loyalty card, you can send them a gift card. But also when they open your your loyalty card, now you can send them some additional information that will show on the bottom of the loyalty card, or if you have like a Pixel Fold, which is an XL device that has like a very big screen, they would be able to see additional messages, additional value opportunities on the other side of the screen. So that's something that we're working on, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. And I can see some people here in the chat. Hello Aisha, hello Gurav, hello Ajaira, hello Neat. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us live. And remember, if you have any questions about what I'm about Google Wallet, about anything that I'm talking about today, please post them in the chat, because we'll have some time to answer those questions in the end of the live stream. And to start our discussion about value-added opportunities, I'd like to share my screen. So, the canonical source of information for everything about Google Wallet for developers is our website. And you already know by now that it's here, developers.google.com/wallet. And if you go there, you see some very interesting tabs like documentation, which is what we're going to go through today. And I mentioned that in the past live stream, but we have a new tab here, which is events. So if you want to stay up to date with everything that we're doing, both in person and live, you can click on the events tab, and it will show the upcoming events like this one, which is happening just right now, live on February 6th, 2025, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. For me, it's noon because I'm the East Coast, but you can check your time zone and see when we're going live. And we already have the next one here in the upcoming events. We're going to be talking about best practices for sharing your passes for your users. So as a developer, you know the multiple different ways that you can assemble your passes, how you can group multiple passes, how you can assemble your jots, how you can share your links, how you can add everything to your Add to Google Wallet button. So if you're interested in this subject, please follow us and watch our next upcoming live stream too. And if you're interested in more wallet content, you can, if you didn't, you can watch it. If you already did it, you can watch it again, because it's always good to keep refreshing your memory about the nice features of the Google Wallet API. So we have all the past events here that we've been doing the past years and months. And so please check our content. Okay, this is the events tab. And digging into this new feature that we're going to cover today, you're going to go to documentation and loyalty cards. Right now, this feature is available for loyalty cards, and that's what we're going to do today. Okay, and this documentation is available on the left side of the screen. If you go to advanced usage, let's see, scroll, you can see that we cover a lot of these features already, and we're always adding more because we're always adding new features for you to engage with your users. And value-added opportunities is the last one on the menu as of today. So if you click here, you're able to see what I will be talking about. For example, here is a loyalty card, and you'll be able to see some very nice recommendations in the bottom of your pass. And if you click here in the recommendations to view all the recommendations, you would be able to see the list like the one that is presented on the right side of the screen. And we'll learn how to do all of this with code. of course. Okay, so if you want to know everything, deep details, how to do everything, of course, I recommend you to go through the documentation. Here you have the JSON format of all the information that you need to provide to the API. But we're going to use a client library. And as you already might know, I'm a Java developer. Yes, I'm on the older side of the spectrum, developer spectrum. So I'll be showing Java, but I'm trying to be proficient in other languages. So in the next upcoming live streams, maybe I can switch to another one. If you want to see me coding in a different language, please post your favorite language here in the chat, and we'll see what we can do about it. Let's go to the coding. So here I have my sample code, which is using the Java client library, which is available on Maven Central. And of course, we publish different client libraries for 9 different languages and platforms. So it's very likely that if you want to code in Python, in JavaScript, and Node.js, in Go, and PHP, we have these libraries available in multiple repositories. Everything is open source. You can go to our GitHub page and see the source code of those libraries and start using them. And to start the code, we need to design a loyalty card. So I always enjoy doing it live. So I'm going to go here to the pass builder on the left side of the screen. And we use here say test only heraldic coffee. I'm going to say my favorite coffee cup. Okay, this is our shop, and it's going to be espresso rewards. Okay, and yeah, we already have a loyalty card. We designed it. I guess the color is good for now. And we have the hero image. So as you already know, the pass builder generates a JSON on the fly that you can use it in your code as a template, for example. And here I have the object definition. I have the class definition. And I'm going to copy first the class definition. Copy this thing. I click here. It copies the JSON code to the clipboard. I go back here to my code. I already have pre-populated something here. I just paste the code. I just replaced it. And I can go back here to the object definition. I copy here. And I can go back here to the loyalty card object. And I'm going to replace it. Done. And the only thing here is that I know the template has a bug. It's providing me the balance points as a string when actually needs to be an integer. So I just remove the quotes from the code, from the JSON code, and it should be working now. And before we dig into the actual code, let me see the comments. Some more of the comments. I can see some, more people joined. I can see you all saying hello. I can see, let me see if I can catch up with everyone. With Corey, with Rishuba, and Ahmed, and Raymond. And sorry if I mispronounced the name of your name, because I'm very bad in languages. So unfortunately, I only know a few, so I ask for forgiveness in advance. I can see here, Mior, happy Valentine's Day. Yeah, Valentine's Day is next Friday. So yeah, it's a good opportunity to get your partner and go to, dine out, to go to a nice place. Can see bonsoir. Yeah, some people here from, I don't know, I guess Morocco. Yeah, thank you so much for joining us live, and please keep posting your comments in the chat. If you have any questions about what we're talking about today, please send me your questions, because we'll be able to answer them in the end of the live stream. Okay, so my code should be working, and because this project uses Quarkus, which is a framework that allows for live reloading, my code is already working. So all I have to do to test it is to go back here and see localhost 8080, and I'm going to see loyalty. So if I did everything correctly, you can see, now for today's live stream, I'm doing the right way. I'm sharing the link to add the pass with the Add to Google Wallet button that you can see here in the top of your screen. So that's the way you should be sharing your links. Okay, so when I click on the button, I'll be able to go to the pass definition, and I'll be able to add that to my Google Wallet. So now I'm using the correct way. I'm using the Add to Google Wallet button. So I click here, And yes, you can see here my loyalty card, my favorite coffee cup, and espresso rewards. That's what we did today. And let's add it. And just to give some, here on the right side of the screen, you can see I'm sharing the screen of my phone. As I add it here on my desktop computer in my browser, you see that it's going to be added automatically to my Android phone inside my Google Wallet. Add it, and cool, it's done. Very soon, I'll be able to see a notification and I'll be able to see the pass here in my wallet, my phone. Oh, it's already there. So I can view the loyalty card here in the desktop interface. You see, now it's we recently launched it in all major countries and territories, this website, wallet.google.com. So now you have a lot of different features available on any mobile browser. So, of course, the best experience is only available on the Google Wallet app on Android phones. But if you want to have a close experience, like the best possible in a desk or a mobile browser experience, you can go to wallet.google.com. You can sign in a Google account, and you'll be able to see a bunch of information about your loyalty cards, your credit cards, your debit cards, or transit cards, or anything that you added to your Google Wallet. Okay. So it's available here. I can tap here on my phone. You see my loyalty card is there. So this is the basic loyalty card integration. We already learned in a previous live stream how can we change the points, how we can send update notifications. But today is all about value-added opportunities. And very soon, we're going to integrate these value-added opportunities with other Google properties. For example, if you're as a developer or your business already integrates with Google Shopping, is already providing some nice information in Google Shopping, maybe we'll be able to surface those offers that you add on Google Shopping automatically here with your loyalty card. So your users will have more than one place to see these nice offers that you're offering them. And how can we add this information? Well, it's pretty simple. If I go back here to my codes, you learn that these value-added opportunities, this information, I can add it both in the class level, which means that all my users will receive the same offer. All my users using the same class will receive the same offer, which is nice because then you can share this very quickly with a very broad sample of your users. On the other hand, if you have, for example, a specific offer for a specific customer, for example, you drink a lot of coffee, and because you're one of our top 5 coffee drinkers of the month, we're going to send you, guess what? More coffee. So for the top 5 customers, I'm going to send a special offer because you have like 2 additional cups of free coffee this month. And so for you to be able to use this feature to specific users, you can also add value-added opportunities to loyalty objects. So you can add them in both, okay? Both class and objects. And let's start with adding it at the class level, okay? So here I have my loyalty class. Here, this is the piece of part of the code where I can customize the loyalty class properties. And I can do that by saying loyalty class dot set value added module data. This is the name of the property that you need to add. It's asking me for this particular property, loyalty. Let's see, no, added module data. Oh, actually, it requires a list. So let's create a list of. Right now it's empty. Okay, so let's add some information. New value added module data. And why is it a list? Because you can add more than one. You can add multiple value added opportunities for your users. And this value added module information has some properties. The first one that we're going to set is the header. And the header requires a localized string. And why is that? Because, well, guess what? You can have customers using phones in multiple different languages. You can set a default one, just like what I'm going to do right now. But if you want to provide like a better experience for your users in different languages, I would recommend you to add multiple different strings in different languages, in all the languages that you might want to support. So let's create a new localized string. And this one, the default value is going to be a new translated string. The language is going to be English, US. And the value is going to be, for the header, is going to be free coffee. Okay, so I added the header, lots of lines because I'm using a very big font size. Oh, maybe if I remove this tab, it's easier for you. So I added the header. What else? Now we can add the body, which is that you can add a custom message to that value-added opportunity. We can add again the new localized string, set default value, and new translated string. The language again is going to be NUS, and the value, you got a free cup of coffee. Okay, I added the header, the body, and of course, because this link is this particular box is going to be shown inside your Google Wallet app. You want your user to take an action. When they see, oh, I have a free coffee, what do? They're going to tap in that box with the offer. So you want to do something with that. That's why we also provide a link. So here you can set an URI, and this is a string. You can point them to your website. For example, I'm going to type here developers.google.com/wallets. And I just had a bug here. Never mind. In my ID, not in my code. Set URI, and it doesn't need to be a plain URI. If you want, you can send a deep link, for example. So when the users click on that, they can be directed to your app inside your mobile phone as well. So that's another opportunity here. And you can also set an image. And because I don't have like a default image here, I'm going to copy paste one that I had it. I used it before, not related. So I just created an image, and I set the URI, which is a very big one, but it can be any URL, any public URL of an image. Okay, just to set this here in the code. And I guess that's it. So we set the header, we set the body, we set the URI that I wanted as an action when the user taps on the offer, and an image. It should be good. Okay, so let's go back here to my browser, localhost 8080/loyalty. Oh, I have a bug. What did I miss? It seems that I missed a semicolon. So let's try to fix it. Which is the semicolon? Maybe I'm missing a parenthesis. Yes, that was it. So refresh. And it's working. It's contacting the Google Wallet API, and my pass was just updated. Okay. And in a few seconds, as soon as this change is propagated through the network, and it's a best effort thing, I'll be able to see here my loyalty card. As soon as I tap here on my phone, you can see in the right side of the screen. Maybe I can zoom here a bit, right? As soon as I tap here in my mobile phone, guess what? It's the loyalty card. But if I zoom out here, now I have this piece in the bottom of the screen of my mobile phone. And if I zoom in, I can see recommendations from my favorite coffee cup. Free coffee. You got a free cup of coffee. Isn't it nice? So this is the header that we just added. This is the body of the offer. And here's the image because this is the previous image that I created for Google I/O, which is a card for the I/O Flip game. And if I click that on my phone, I'm going to click on it. because I added a URL for a website, developers.google.com/wallet, it opened my Chrome browser, and now it's showing the Google Wallet developer documentation, right? So let's go back here. And we added one at the class level. Let's see what happens when I add one at the object level. Okay. So we're going to do the same. And just because I'm super lazy, I'm just going to copy this piece of code because the code is the same. The only thing that changes is where you add in this information. You can see here in the code that here I'm adding it to the loyalty class. If I want to add this particular offer to just one user, I would add it to the loyalty objects. So I'm going to do the same thing here with the loyalty objects. I'm going to paste the code. And just for me to know that it's different, I'm going to change the text a bit. So now instead of a free coffee, free cupcake, okay? I don't know if you're a cupcake fan. Free cupcake. And you got a free cupcake, a free chocolate. Oops, chocolate cupcake. Right? So now I have for this particular user, I have a free cupcake because, well, they drank all the coffee in the store. I didn't have anything left. Now I'm offering some cupcakes. And I'm going to go back here to the browser. I'm going to refresh. Go back here to the phone. Refresh the URL. It's connecting the Google Wallet API. It's updating my object. And in a few seconds, my loyalty card is going to be refreshed. It's going to be updated on my phone as well with the new offer. So when I tap now in my loyalty card in my phone, oh, what do we have here? Now if I scroll here, we still have recommendations from my favorite coffee cup, which is us. And now we have this additional link in the bottom. We still have the free cupcake, which it was the one that we added last, but we have more recommendations. We have more offers because now I can see the link, view all recommendations. Let's click on that. And now you see that I can have two. I have a free cupcake and I have free coffee. Yeah, this loyalty reward program is getting interesting. I have free cupcakes and free coffee as well. And probably you might be asking, oh, that's very interesting. If I have more than one, how can I sort the order of the offers inside the list? Yes, you can. We have a property for that. So let's go back to the code. For example, you can see here that the loyalty object offer is shown on top of that. Okay, but you can't always assume that this is going to be true. So the best way for you as a developer, to determine what is the order that is in which your orders is going to be shown in the list, the best way for you to do that is by setting the index of the offers. So let's see, I want this to be the last one. So I'm going to set sort index, and it's going to be an integer. Let's say this one's going to be 99. So I want it to be in the bottom. And for the free cup of coffee, I want this to be the first one. So I'm going to be, this sort index is going to be 1. Okay, so 1 here, and the cupcake is going to be 99. And I go back here to my code. Let's go back here. I'm going to refresh the tab in my browser, desktop browser. So my code already connected to the Google Wallet API. It updated the property values, and I can go back here to my mobile phone. Tap. You see the recommendations here in the bottom. It's still showing the cupcake because it's in the loyalty object. But if you go here to the list, now you can see that the cupcake is in the top. Let's see what we did here. Cupcake is in the top, 99, and the coffee is in the bottom. Oh, let's invert it. I'm going to add 1 here and 99. Let's see if it's changing. Just refreshed. Waiting for it to propagate the change. and go back to the loyalty card. View all the recommendations. Cupcake on the top, coffee in the bottom. What's happening? Well, you just note that it doesn't matter the numbers that I add to the list. The ones that are specific to the user, to the loyalty objects, are always on the top. And the ones that are available to all the users are always available in the bottom. So to show this order, I need to add one more. So let's add one more. I'm going to add it to the user. So in addition to having one free cupcake, now you have, I'm going to add a comma here. So now you're going to add a free pumpkin spice latte, which is a thing here in the US, to be honest. Okay. Pumpkin spice latte. A free latte. Latte. Okay. And this one is going to be index 1. The cupcake is going to be index 1. And the latte is going to be, actually, let's do this. This one's going to be index 10. And this one's going to index 5. Okay. So I got a cupcake and a pumpkin spice latte. I don't know any of you if you tried that or if you like it. It's not bad. I don't think it's all the rage because some people seems to be very addicted to this thing, to pumpkin spice. So 10 and 5. Let's refresh the code again, and now we have free offers. Okay, oops. Let me go back here. You should be refreshed already. Click on the loyalty cards. You can see that the one on top now is the pumpkin spice latte. If you see here the screen, the one that is showing up now is a pumpkin spice latte. And if I go to the list, guess what? The list order now it's pumpkin spice latte, cupcake, and free coffee. Let's go back to the code. What happened here? The pumpkin spice latte, the index is 5, and the cupcake is 10. That's why the pumpkin spice latte is on top. Let's change that. So this one now is going to be 1, and the other one is going to be 2. It doesn't matter which numbers you add as long as this one is bigger than the other one. Okay, so now this one, we assume that cupcake should be on top and pumpkin spice latte should be in the bottom. Let's run our code again. I'm going to refresh it. Oops, go back here. My loyalty card should be updated already. And now it's not pumpkin spice latte anymore. The one on the top is free cupcake. Let's view all the recommendations. And yes, now cupcake is in the top. Now you learn how the sort index thing works. Lower numbers are always in the top, like higher numbers are always in the bottom, and you always see the loyalty object offers in the top, and in the bottom you always see the loyalty class value-added offers for your users. Cool. So that's another way, another interesting way that we created for you to engage with your users with Google Wallet. So every 2 weeks, we're showcasing you a new feature. This one was just recently launched. You can engage with your users with loyalty cards, another interesting way. And as I mentioned, very soon we might be integrating offers from Google Shopping. So if your user from Google Shopping has a loyalty card from your store, another very good excuse for you to be providing loyalty cards for your users. If you do, we will have integration from Google Shopping here in your Google Wallet app, right? And that's all. Well, that's pretty simple. That's all we need to integrate the value-added offers, value-added opportunities to your users' Google Wallet. And now let's see if we have some questions. Mir is asking here, can someone tell me the full function of Google Wallet? Thank you for the question, Mir. And well, it's hard to explain in a very few sentences what Google Wallet can do for you because it can do a lot. But the Google Wallet is a is a safe, secure way for you to store digital assets inside your Android phone. So you can store things like credit cards, debit cards, loyalty cards, event tickets, transit cards, what else? Boarding passes. So you can add your daily essentials into Google Wallet. And in some countries, in some territories, some states, you can add your mobile passport. You can add your mobile driver's license. So in a good sense, anything digital that you want to carry with you wherever you go, you can store it in a safe and secure way inside your Google Wallet app. And in this live stream series, we're learning how you as a developer, how you can create those digital assets so that your users can add them to their Google Wallet. That's what we're covering right now. And Mohammed is asking here, curious to know, what is the roadmap ahead? Mohammed, I would love to know as well. And actually, the roadmap for the Google Wallet features, we have a lot of different product managers that are dealing with different parts, different features of the Google Wallet app. And each one of them is taking care of their own product roadmap. And as much as I'd love to share with you what's happening or what is going to happen, I'm not authorized to do so. I'm not the right person to be asking that. Okay, so but maybe in a future wallet live stream, when we are interviewing one of the Google Wallet product managers, that's the right opportunity for you to ask them. What is coming ahead? What are the new features that we're working on? What you're super excited about? Okay, so they are the right people to ask this particular question. I can only show you as a developer what are the features that are available for you today to engage with your awesome users. And Andreas is asking here, I note you can change the class of a pass later on. Is it viable to just have a different class for the top coffee drinkers and switch their passes over to the other class? Or are there downsides? Andreas, thank you so much for this question, because this is a very good one. And when I saw that it was possible to change the class of a pass, I thought, oh, it's a bug. Shouldn't be able to do so. But after checking with the engineering team, actually, it's a feature. And the use case that you just mentioned, this property change was allowed exactly because of what you're saying now. Because it's a best practice, for example, to create different classes for different tiers of users. So you have like the silver tier, you have the gold tier, you have the platinum tier. So the more coffee you drink, the more rewards you get. So you get into a different tier. And the easiest way for you to promote your user to the next tier is simply to change the class. Because when you change the class, you can change the picture available in the past. You can change the name. You can change, for example, the color, a silver background, gold background, and so forth. So yes, what you're saying, this is a recommended way for you to change the tier of your users. Change the the class of your pass when you want to promote or you want to downgrade your users from one tier to the other one. This is a very good one. Thank you so much. That's the right way of doing it. So if you're doing it this way, you're doing it right. Cool. Let's see what we have here. We'll have lots of people watching us, lots of comments. Thank you so much for watching us today. Thank you for all the questions as well. Yeah, I can see some people talking about AI and everything. Yeah, well, you know that I don't have any AI features for developers yet to share for Google Wallet, but know that we're using AI. We're using Gemini in a lot of different new features here at Google Wallet. And just to give you a sneak peek of that, when you click here in the bottom of your mobile phone, in the Add to Wallets, you see everything else here in the bottom. Everything else. Take a photo of any pass, event ticket, gym membership, insurance cards. And when you take a photo, guess what? Oh, you're seeing my desk. You can see that the beautiful part is only here in the background because the front part is pretty ugly. You're seeing my adapters there. So let's skip this one. Discard. When you take a photo, we're feeding this photo to Gemini. So Gemini can tell us, what is it? Oh, this is an event ticket. This is a loyalty card. This is a gym membership card. And when Gemini processes that information, Gemini is telling us, oh, this is this, and this is the information that we're able to extract from the image. Then with this information, we're able to create a pass that you can add to Google Wallet. Okay? And while we're talking about this feature, we have a new question. Mir is asking, hello, I'm curious about how I can use Google Wallet as my toll pay. You're depending on the country you are, and if they accept, if you add a credit card or a debit card, well, it really depends on a lot of things. But if you have a payment method stored in your Google Wallet, and if the toll booth accepts Google Pay, you can use the payment method that is available in your wallet and tap to pay there with Google Pay in the terminal. So it's possible. But I can tell you specifically how it works because it depends on the toll, depends on the country, it really depends on a lot of stuff. But I would suggest you to try. Let's see if it can work. Yeah, maybe it's already supported by Google Wallet. All right. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you're excited as I am about the value-added opportunities features for Google Wallets. I hope you enjoyed our show. And remember, in 2 weeks, we have another upcoming Google Wallet live stream where we'll be covering new features of the Google Wallet API. Thank you so much. Take care and see you soon. Bye.